Hello guys, today I'm in the kitchen again, and today I'm gonna do some more cooking, and today I'm going to make fries. You're gonna think fries, why is gonna make fries such a simple thing to do? However, last week I was watching the internet, I was watching YouTube, and I came up to a video about a couple of guys that were making fries. And the title said, How to Make Crispy Fries. I didn't think that was anything difficult, but I started watching that video. And after I was done watching it, when you watch a video on YouTube, and all other videos pop up about the same subject, more or less. And in the end, I saw about 10 videos about people making fries. And the subject was mostly about how to make crispy fries. So I watched all these videos. And I was shocked to see how they did that. Because to me, it was brutally painful to watch. The way they did it, the time it took to do it, it was unreal, and I thought to myself, well, I'm gonna make a video making fries, crispy fries as well. So, and it started off, those guys with cutting the potatoes themselves, of course. It's not that they bought fries in the supermarket and came home and fried them. No, they started off with cutting potatoes, cutting the fries themselves, and then making them. However, from the start, when they started to cut fries, most of them, they cut the potatoes in square, rectangular cuts. So the end pieces of the potato, they discarded basically, which I was stunned to see. And then the way they were cutting it, not necessarily the way they were cutting, but there were guys that had a measuring tape with them to see to measure the thickness of the fries. It was like, to me, it was brutal to watch. Then most of them, and I was really stunned about that, they boiled the fries first. They cut the fries. After the fries were cut, they boiled them, and most of them, they said, after they cut them, they washed the fries. And that's the thing, you have to wash the fries after they're cut. However, they were saying, put the fries in ice cold water, you wash them once, you discard the water, you wash them again, up to 3 times, wash them in ice cold water. Another guy said, wash them and then you put them in ice cold water and in the fridge for 30 minutes. A whole bunch of rituals, I think, that are totally unnecessary and not being done the way it should be done. So then there were guys, and I made some notes about it, and then there were some people, they put ice cubes with the fries and in the fridge. Another guy said we freeze them first after they're cut, and then we fry them. And then after they're boiled, they painstakingly laid out the fries that they didn't touch one another. It was like brutal to see. So then after some of them, they said, and they put vinegar and salt in the water when they boiled them. Another guy said cornstarch in the water and sugar. Name it. They came up with all kinds of tricks how to find a way to do crispy fries. And definitely boiling fries is not the way to do it. You know, that's definitely not the way. So I was going to show you how I make fries and crispy fries. There we go. So guys, just to clarify again, those guys on the internet, they boiled the fries for about 10 minutes. All of them did that. And then they afterwards they deep fried them for about 3 minutes to make them crispy. However, that is not logical. It's like, for example, if you want to barbecue a steak that is about 1.5 inches thick, and when you need the steak rare inside, you put them on a low heat, because if you put them on the barbecue on a high heat, then the outside of the steak is gonna burn or be ready fast, you know. So that's why you put them on a low heat, so the inside has time to cook, and then at the end you put them on the barbecue on a higher heat to crisp the outside, basically. That's exactly the same principles as with fries. And I know these guys, they don't know that they have to put the heat on in the fryer on a low heat, so that the fries have the time to cook on the inside, and then you fry them a second time, so they become crispy and brown, golden brown on the outside. If you don't do it like that, it doesn't work, and that's why they boil the fries, because they can't get them soft on the inside before they get too brown and crispy already on the outside, and they're still raw on the inside. That's why they all do the boiling thing, which is totally wrong. It would be the same as like boiling a nice steak and boil the crap out of it and then throw it on the barbecue for 3 minutes. You know, and that becomes tasteless. You know, it's like what they did is disguise a potato into a fry and boil it and then deep fry it. You know, it's like what they did is deep fry a potato, basically. Deep frying a cooked potato. That's what they were doing. So, and that is totally wrong. Yeah. So I will tell you a little bit about where fries came from too. So give me a minute here. So I just realized that I said something wrong a minute ago about the steak. I was saying if you want the steak rare inside, I meant well done inside. If you want the steak well done inside, you need them on a low heat in order to give it time to cook on the inside. So that's what I said wrong a minute ago. So a little unknown fact probably to most of us is that French fries were invented in Belgium. Yes, they were. And they have nothing to do with French. Even in France, they don't call them French fries, they just call them fries, like in the rest of Europe here. When you go anywhere here in Europe, they all call them just fries. The word French is put in front of it, like in North America it started, I think. You know, like Canada, America, they call them French fries. And I don't know where they came up with the word French in front of it, because fries have nothing to do with France. So they were invented in Belgium, and quite a long time ago actually, because first mention of fries was in the 16th century, the late 16th century. So here in Belgium we're cooking fries already for a couple ages, a couple 100 years, you know. So like eating fries here in Belgium is like a tradition. It's like rice in the Philippines. It's a must, you know. So everybody in Belgium knows how to cook fries. They do it for ages. They do it at home. or they go out and buy fries in a fry stand. You know, it's like I say, it's a tradition here. So therefore, I want to show you, and I don't want to pretend that I'm 100% right, but the way it's been done here, and the way it's been done for hundreds and hundreds of years. So I just want to show you how it has been done here. So let's go at it, and let's start, and let me show you from scratch how to make crispy, golden brown, good tasting fries, because you know, it's not only the crispiness that you need them to be having a good taste as well. So that's what these guys on the internet also were saying. Oh, you need the right potatoes, and then, well, yeah, you need a good golden potato. However, you can make fries out of any potato. Doesn't really matter, you know. So, but let's go at it. Let's start, and let me show you how we do it here. There. So, as you can see here, what we need here to make fries is potatoes, of course. And here they are. And that's how they come in the supermarket. And as you can see, it says here, Friet potatoes translated. Or they call them Friet here in Belgium. So why do they write this on the back? It's mostly to distinguish the size of the fries, because a good size to make fries is something like this here. Let me show you. See? This potato is, to me, a great size to make fries. You know, that's why they come here in bags with the sizes, and then they write Friet potatoes. However, they're no special than other fries. They're just the size that they're referring to. So, and then we need our deep fryer, and it's already melted, but the other thing that we don't use in Belgium is oil to fry fries in. And the reason for that is the taste. Here in Belgium, most French fry stands and most people at home, they fry the fries in beef fat. So it's a sort of a lard, and it's beef fat that gives an amazing taste to fries. And therefore, I insert a picture of it comes in a package like butter, for example, but it's fat. And that's what we use to fry the fries in. So here is our fryer and our potatoes. That's all we need to make fries. So let's start. And next we start peeling our potatoes. And I use a small knife to do it, because to me that's the easiest way. And yes, I peel them like an apple, basically. To me, that is the easiest way, like this. And I don't do it like this either, like we do in the Philippines, because I think it's all about habit. And if I do it like that, it takes me forever, and I waste half the potato. So I better stick with my method that I used to it. And then we have a black spot or a dark spot, we just cut it out. There you go, like this. And I don't scrape them either, you know, because some people they scrape the potatoes, but I'm not such a fan of that. I like to peel them like this. So when the potatoes are peeled, I usually throw them in water just to stain it and to give them a wash on the outside a little bit, because you know there might be some soil on it, or you know, from peeling. So that's how I usually do it. And then I'm ready to cut them into fries. To cut them into fries, I'm using the big knife. There you go, let's cut them into fries. So there we go. And now I just sliced them into, I'll show you the thickness in a minute, approximately, you know, because if you hand cut, you cannot cut them all the same way. I know it doesn't work that way. But it doesn't matter if one is a bit thicker or a bit thinner than the other one, you know. But approximately the same size. So the thickness is something like this, right? So there we go. And then I cut them into fries like this. As you can see here, we have nice lengthy fries, and that's about the right length that I like. You know, I don't like them longer than this, because otherwise can see it properly, but see, these are our fries. You know, they're about a square centimeter, I would say. So here are our cut potatoes, guys. So I have cut them all nicely into fries right now, and what I'm doing next is here in the sink, cold water on top. So I fill the bowl up once here with water, and then I wash them one time. You know, as you can see, maybe the water is a little bit cloudy. That's from the starch of the potato, but that's fine. You know, we wash them once, and that's it. Now we got the drain here. There we go. Let them leak out a little bit in the drain. Losing one here. And then they go here on the table in a clean, dry towel, kitchen towel. That's where the potatoes, the fries are going. Because now I'm gonna dry them before they're gonna go in the fryer. Because if you don't dry them, then it makes an awful lot of noise in the deep fryer, and it might boil over if you do that because of the water that's still on the fries. So just give them a rub that they're nice and dry. And now, as you can see there, they are ready for the fryer. So let's do that. And here we are, guys. We are ready for our fries to cook them for the first time on a low heat. I have the fryer ready. I don't know if you can see that, but this is 130 degrees, actually a little bit lower than 130. That's how we're gonna cook our fries for the first time. And they're gonna be in there for about 12 minutes. So as you can see, I have all the fries in the basket, and they don't need to be separated. They can be on top of each other. It doesn't really matter. And there we go. We put them in for the first time. And they slowly will start cooking, boiling, whatever you want to call it. Because it's very important to have the first batch to boil it a little on a low heat. Like I said, 130 max. I go actually down to 125, and this is how they're gonna go for about 12 minutes. As you can see, there is no force in that boiling. It's a nice slow boil. There we go. I will leave them in for 12 minutes, and after 12 minutes I will show you guys. And then we do the next step. Here it is, guys. Our fries are cooked for the first time. Here they're still in here, and I'm gonna take them out right now. As you can see, they're still broiling at a nice pace like that, you know. And there we are. And I hold them on an angle, as you can see, so the fat can drip out of it, you know. I don't know if I can shake it a little bit. Yeah. So that's why I'm holding them like this, because the fat drips out of it a bit, so which is good. So, and this is how the fries look like. How should they feel and look? Well, take a look. I'm not gonna grab into it yet because they're so hot, but let me try. They should be soggy, greasy, and soft. That's how the first, hot. That's how they should look like after the first fry. So let me see this one. See, they're really soft. You can break them easy, and they're very well done on the inside. But like I say, they should be really soft and greasy and whatever you want to call them. That's how they look like after the first time. So there we go. Now we put the fries on this. We don't leave them over top of the heat. I put them on the side so that they can cool off for about 10-15 minutes. So, and usually I put them, you know, I have the strain here, so I put them like this, away above, not above the fat, the hot fat, because then they stay like that, you know, like soggy. So I let them cool off here for about 15 minutes, I would say. And then they are ready to cook for the second time. So if you have some potatoes left over, or you want to make fries for another day, you can do that and put them in the deep freezer. That is possible. However, you have to deep fry the fries for the first time. You cannot put them raw in the freezer. You have to deep fry them, to get the best result. So after you deep fry them, you put them on a plate to cool off on some paper towel. So I prepared a plate here, like this kind of a plate. Here we put some paper towel on top, and our fries are done for the first time. And then I just put them on the plate here so they can cool off, and then you can open them up a little bit. They're really hot right now, but there you go, something like that, you know, they can lay on top of each other a little bit, it doesn't matter. But mostly you open them up a little bit, and when they're cold, you can put them in a plastic bag and then freeze them. So, and then the next time when you take them out, you fry them again a first time, only 8 minutes instead of 12 minutes. And then after the 8 minutes, they should be ready. Or if you want them darker, you can even fry them for 1 minute for a third time. And they will be really, really nice and crispy. So guys, our fries are waiting here. They're nicely cooled off. And now we're gonna fry them again for the second time. And the heat of the fat is gonna be about 165 degrees this time. So a lot hotter than the first time. So there we go. As you can see, these are the fries from earlier. And there we go. Off we go. And now about 5-6 minutes and they should be ready. And look at this, guys. Here we have it. Here are our fries, golden brown and crispy. Maybe you can hear it, but this is how we do it. Let me try. And of course, with some mayonnaise. Really good. Hot. There we have it. There are our fries, guys. Anyway, that was it. Thank you for watching. See you next time, guys. Bye.